Hello, my ninjas and ninjettes. Today is a very sad day in terms of the world. As some of you may or may not know, I am from the Boston area, and if you've been up to date and have access to the internet or a TV, you'll probably know that on April 15th, 2013, Patriots Day, the Boston Marathon was being run, and about 4 minutes, not 4 minutes, 4 hours, 9 minutes into the marathon, there was a bombing at the finish line, and it is a absolute tragic circumstance. And this comes up on the heels of Sandy Hook and other devastating um, disasters, the Hurricane Sandy as well. And it's just when these incidents happen, these quote unquote terrorist incidents or acts where it's just senseless violence. It's just hurts so much more than any natural devastation or in Sandy Hook. It is in Connecticut. It was in Connecticut. And Connecticut, if you know your geography, is actually pretty close to Boston. So Sandy Hook in Connecticut hit pretty close to home. I was pretty devastated. I sent my thoughts and prayers out, but having this happen in Boston, in an area in my backyard, it's just absolutely devastating. I'm still at a loss for words. I'm still trying to piece it all together. I'm still a little devastated. Um, Fortunately for me, I didn't lose anybody. I had some friends run in the marathon, but they were safe. They were okay. But there are plenty of other people who weren't as lucky, and my heart just goes out to them. My thoughts and my prayers also go out to them as well. So today, there will be no games, and one of the reasons I do play games is because they're fun, they're entertaining, they make you feel better, and for the most part, it makes you feel like this world is a better place, a world is a funner place. But today is not, I think, an appropriate time to really showcase how fun the world can be. This is one of the times where we should really just band together and really appreciate those that we have close and dear. This place happened in Copley Square. I was actually there Saturday. I was actually exactly at the place where the flags were, where the bombing occurred, and I was looking at the flags and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful." It's such a beautiful day, and I could not have even begun to imagine what would conspire a few days later on Monday. But I just want to showcase some of these videos. This is not going to be monetized at all, so don't worry about it. But this is some of the slideshows from ABC News. Again, this is very graphic. So if you do not like graphic images, please turn off the video now. And I just thank you for your support. If you know anyone in Boston, make sure you've called them, texted them, make sure they're okay. And otherwise, try to do your best to, I don't know who would have done this or why, but at one point I have to imagine that whoever did it was a child. Maybe he had a really bad childhood, and a really bad series of circumstances which led him to become such a menace to society. But I mean, it's just all speculation. I don't know. I just don't know. Again, I can't really piece together my thoughts, and my family like texted me, make sure that I was okay. But I'm just in utter shock that this was just in my backyard. But I'm just gonna go through some of these pictures to showcase exactly the tragedy. I don't think it should not be seen. I think it should be shown, um, just to really showcase, how people can help each other. And the second part about the actual devastation. If we become desensitized to violence, that's no good. But these images are really traumatic. Again, if you're really squeamish to things like blood and pain and everything, then you can just end the video right now. And guys, thank you so much for supporting Boston. I know your thoughts and your prayers are coming out for us. But I'm just gonna go through a few of these. Again, this is slideshows on ABC News. There's plenty of other videos out on YouTube, and there's everywhere. There's just videos, there's coverage everywhere. It's just ridiculous. But um, I can't imagine the devastation that some of these family members are going through. I know myself, I do a lot of cancer research, and I do this because I want to increase people's quality of life. I want people to be happier. I want people to, really. enjoy life. So I do a lot of stuff in colorectal cancer research. And I also volunteer at a hospital as well. So when I hear about incidents like this, my heart just breaks. I was just so devastated. I made sure that everyone close to me, all my friends were okay. I was going to go have dinner with my friends who are visiting up from New York, but we canceled that. Just we're just so devastated. We can't even react. This is absolutely tragic. I hope they find who did this, and I hope they bring them to justice. Even it's a wild goose chase though. They don't have anybody in custody as of yet, but I really hope that whatever uh, what motive this guy had to do this, I don't know. I'm just at a complete loss of words, and so, if you guys have time, if you guys are either in school or maybe high school, maybe you guys can try to volunteer at your local hospital and just help out. Most of the time, it's not going to be under these circumstances. It's not going to be under absolute tragic circumstances. You'll just be helping them just day in, day out. And the nurses and physicians, they really appreciate that. Even a little bit. Even if you just make stretcher beds or you just hang out in the lobby and you wheelchair a patient every so often. That's completely fine. People are really appreciative, and especially the patients. The patients are just so appreciative of the work that you do and the time you invest. So if you are in high school and you have a little bit of time on the weekends, definitely look into maybe volunteering at your local hospital. And oh my God, that's just absolutely gruesome. And um, some of these people did lose limbs during the thing, and that's the end of the slideshow. But again, guys, just thank you for your support. I don't know if there's anywhere that you can donate. Um, I know that some of the casualties involve an 8-year-old victim, and he actually uh, is pretty close to my neighbor. I didn't know him, of course, but he was pretty close to my neighborhood, and a church in my neighborhood is holding a vigil, and he was actually the son of it's either like a churchgoer that was in there, and and I don't know. It's just absolutely devastating. I can't imagine. I don't have any children myself, so I can't imagine what it would be like to lose my 8-year-old boy. But I can imagine that it's not something you can easily recover from at all. But how does this tragedy? I do think that there was an amazing showing of compassion and of dedication and heroism from the people who ran to help everyone else, despite the fact that more bombs could have gone off. But again, it's just a really sad day, um, at least for me, because it's just so close. I was there. I was there on Saturday, and I just can't imagine. And I was thinking of even taking the day off Monday to maybe just watch from the sidelines, but I did not, and I don't know the reason for that. And I'm glad I didn't, but at the same time, I'm really sad that this had to have happened. Um, but guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, this is not monetized. I just want to bring awareness to this a little bit so that if you know anyone in Boston, that you can send out your thoughts and your prayers, and just make sure that they're okay. But guys, I I think we'll be able to stay resilient, as Obama said. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. All right, People Under Ninja signing out. Bye bye, guys.